Apparently, James Gunn has a plan. This is the Sox Rockers Show. Well, hello, my friends, and welcome. Well, I've been pondering these past few days about the direction that James Gunn has taken the WB's latest attempt at building a cohesive DC universe. You know, the one that he and Peter Safran are supposedly working on together, which apparently maybe they actually are, because all of a sudden we're seeing Safran's perpetually frozen half grin a lot more these past couple of days. And by the way, have you ever noticed that Peter Safran looks an awful lot like Jason Bateman? You know, it's kind of creepy and strange, and not in a cool Halloween kind of way either, but in a what the hell is going on here kind of way. But anyways, ever since the new regime, if you will, started building this 10-year journey of rebuilding, I've been racking my brain trying to figure out just what Gunn's master plan truly is. Well, let's face it, it took him long enough to get the ball rolling, but to be fair, he had and or has a lot to live up to. It's DC after all, and it hasn't been running right for quite some time. So what does this dude have up his sleeve? Well, we know about Creature Commandos, which many people, including myself, think looks like an animated version of the Suicide Squad. And one has to admit the similarities are pretty damn strong. And then there's Peacemaker, which comes off to me at least like an R-rated version of Gunn's Guardian series. It's almost like he uses the show to test and see how far he can push the proverbial envelope. And now we have Gunn's pet project, the movie that is supposed to put it all together and set DC on the path to righteousness and to become a true competitor with the MCU, and that's Superman. Well, we don't know the script or plot as of yet, but we've seen many of the supposed leaked set photos while he was shooting the film, and so we have kind of a general idea of what may be going on. And thanks to this guy's yapper, we even know now that Crypto the Superdog is in the film. And so I started looking at this in a character by character kind of way. First, we have our orphaned hero, who from his point of view was raised by aliens while trying to understand where and why he fits into this world. He's strong, brave, fights and cares for what he believes is right and for others. He's smart, but also clumsy and a bit unprepared when it comes to dealing with a certain love interest. Then we have said love interest, who's stubborn and is quite set in her ways. She's strong-willed, brave, believes in truth, justice, and while she may not admit it, is falling head over heels for the hero. We have a strong fighting teammate who by definition is a rebel without a cause, who just doesn't know when to shut up. He tends to say the wrong things at times. He's violent, at times unstable, childish even. Hot-headed and often breaks the rules. He sometimes has a feeling of superiority, but you know he's always there when he's needed. And then we have a teammate who is an animal. He was used in an experiment gone wrong that inadvertently led to his higher mental capacity and his powers. He's loyal and brave, and he fights right alongside all of his human counterparts. Now, of course, there are other characters in the film. There's many of them. Some feel too many. But I'm thinking that these four just might wind up being the key players in the end. And if so, then I gotta ask, does any of this sound vaguely familiar at all? Well, here, just in case it doesn't, let me help you out a little. Hero, love interest, teammate, animal. You see what I mean? Yeah, I know what some of you are going to say. Dude, shut the hell up, you're reaching. And maybe I am, but you have to admit the similarities are there, and it's more than uncanny. Others will simply say that I'm bashing James Gunn once again because I am a Zack Snyder fan. No, I am not. I'm just calling them as I see them. Well, I am a Snyder fan, but I ain't Gunn bashing, not this time anyways. It's just what I see so far. And yes, I could be wrong. Hell, I hope I'm wrong. And I'll admit that I am, but for now, I still think James Gunn is a one-trick pony, a one-string banjo playing the same note over and over again. Plink, plink, plink. Now, a buddy of mine who shall remain nameless because he worships at the ground of all things Gunn and argues with me about everything up to and including the weather, has said to me, "Dude, you left out Groot. Groot is the main character of the GOG. Your theory sucks." Well, I beg to differ, you see, because Crypto don't talk. He's super strong along with other powers, and he's pretty damn smart, and he is most loyal to one single person. In short, he's Rocket and Groot all wrapped up into one. Ta-da! Now, I'll move on. Yesterday was the premiere for the movie Superman, the Christopher Reeve story, the film about Reeve's rise to fame as an actor and his life after the unfortunate horse riding accident that left him paralyzed. James Gunn and the elusive Peter Safran once again made an appearance, as did the current Superman David Cornsweat, who I might add took time out for a photo op with Reeve's son Will, who had a cameo in Gunn's Superman film. There certainly seems to be a lot going on in the world of DC these past few days, doesn't there? You know, you got the Penguin premiere, the aforementioned Reeve premiere, casting for the Green Lantern series, and I gotta admit, it's damn good to see it, even if I find myself slightly confused by some of it. It's a weird, bumpy ride for sure, and I hope it's one that eventually pays off. One thing is for sure, the Zack bashing and the Gunn bashing is still going strong on social media, and I find myself wondering just what role it will all have in it in the end, and how if it will affect the future of the DCU. Only time will tell that tale, I'm afraid, so we'll all just have to wait and see. That's it for this show, my friends. What do you think about my Superman Guardians comparison? Do you think I'm off base? Am I out of line, or should I simply just shut the hell up? What do you think about Gunn and Safran and their sudden appearances? And is Peter Safran really Jason Bateman? Because I need to know. Feel free to leave any comments that you may have down below. And if you like today's show even just a little bit, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And as always, thanks for stopping by. God bless, and socks out.